and welcome to Creative Cooking in Ani's Kitchen. My name is Ani, and this morning we're going to bring you, or I'm going to bring you, my recipe for Mr. Lemony Lemon Brownies. I like mine very, very lemony. If you don't like yours that lemony, then don't use as much lemon juice as I'm going to use. Okay? Go according to what's comfortable for you all in your home, for your family. So, here are the ingredients. Now, mind you, I'm making a double batch because this is going to help this work. So, it's going to go in this 9x13. Usually, this will fit in an 8x8 or 9x9 if you're making it just one batch. So, again, this is a double batch, so you would cut this in half. I'll give you the measurements as I go along. Okay, so the first things first, we're going to get 2.5 cups of flour, which means if you're just making one batch, it would be 1 1/4 cup of flour. Okay? Then you're going to need 4 eggs, which means if you were just making one batch, you would need 2 eggs. 1 cup of sugar. I have 2 cups of sugar. Again, if you're making just one batch, you would only need 1 cup, okay? The zest of 2 lemons. If you are making one batch, it would be the zest of 1 lemon, 1 fairly large lemon. And then about 3 to 4 tablespoons of lemon juice if you're only making one batch, and 6 to 8 tablespoons of lemon juice if you're making a double batch like what I'm doing now. You're also going to need 2 bars or 2 sticks of butter. If you're only going to make one batch, you would only need 1 stick of butter. So we got that. 2.5 cups of flour is what I'm cooking with today. 4 eggs, 2 cups of sugar, zest of 2 lemons, and the juice of 2 lemons, 2 large lemons, which is about 8 tablespoons of lemon juice. Over here we have for the icing, once the brownies cool, Mr. Lemony Lemon Brownies cool, we're going to use 2.5 cups of confectioner's sugar, which is powdered sugar, and about 6 to 8 tablespoons of lemon juice. Okay, just depends. You go as you whisk, you pour in a little bit, 1 tablespoon at a time, and you go with what you get, okay, or what you would like. Some people like a thicker icing than others. Totally on you, whatever kind of glaze you like or thickness of the glaze that you like. Okay, so that's it. It's a very simple recipe, not hard at all. I've got my oven preheated to 350 as it goes. Okay, that's what you want it at. I have my pan of water on the bottom, okay, for steaminess. And we're going to go ahead and get started as soon as that oven heats up to 350. It's fairly easy. As I said, this recipe, we're going to preheat the oven to 350. I've lightly sprayed my pan. Okay, it's slightly sprayed. You can spray with cookie spray or use butter or a little bit of oil on a napkin, whatever you have. And some people like to line their pans with parchment paper so that they can remove the brownies to cool off on a cooling rack. That's going to help us work, so I'm just going to leave it just as so without parchment paper and let it cool on the cooling rack while it's in that pan, that baking pan. So they're not going anywhere. They're staying put. And then I'll pour the glaze over it and slice them up once the glaze dries up. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to cream the butter and the sugar together until it's light and fluffy. Okay, then we're going to blend in the eggs one at a time. You could use your stand mixer if you like, but we're not going to over mix this batter. That's my oven. It is ready at 350. Okay, after we blend in the eggs one at a time, we're going to mix in the lemon juice and the zest. And the batter may look a little bit curdled, but that's normal. And as soon as you blend in the flour, all that will take care of itself. It'll work out. So we're going to stir in the salt. You do need a pinch of salt always when you're cooking. Any kind of baked goods or sweetness, I would say about a teaspoon. And then once you stir in the salt and then fold in the flour, stirring just until everything is well incorporated. Like I said, don't overmix. Spread it into your prepared pan, evening out the surface with an offset spatula. And if you don't know what an offset spatula is, let me show you. Okay, this is an offset spatula. Okay, so you take this and you smooth out your batter in the pan. And then you bake for about 25 to 30 minutes, or just until it's set in the center. Don't overbake these because you want that fudgy texture. The surface will not be springy because this isn't a cake. Okay, these are brownies. Once you see the texture's a little stiff in the middle, you know your brownies are done. Again, don't overbake them. 25-30 minutes tops. Okay, so you can get that chewiness in the middle. All right, so we're going to start here in just a second. I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands. I got all stickiness from the lemon juice and squeezing. So I'll be right back. Okay, so we are going to, this is room temperature butter. You have to have your butter at room temperature so you can cream it with the sugar. Okay. There's one. There's two. So we're going to cream the sugar with the butter, okay, till it's nice and creamy and light. So we're gonna go ahead and cream all that together. And I will be back. Now you could do this in a stand mixer again, or with some egg beaters. I'm doing it by hand. I'll be back as soon as it's creamed. Okay, so we got this all light and fluffy. Now we're gonna mix in the egg one at a time. Here's the first one. Okay. So mix that in really well. And then just add the other eggs one at a time and do the same. I'll be back. Okay, so once we got all the eggs mixed in there, we're going to add the lemon zest. Okay. And the lemon juice. Okay. I'm going to mix that in there. Mix that in there really well. And you see like it'll curdle a little bit, if you can see that. That's fine. It's going to all work out once we blend it in with the flour. And I've got sea salt here. So I'm going to use 1 teaspoon. Of sea salt. Okay? And that's that. Alright? Stir that in there. Okay. And then let's get into the flour a little bit in the beginning. And as you can see how it curdles. See that? That is perfectly fine. Okay. Get all this goodness, because this is your butter. Okay. So we want all of that goodness in here. And then we're going to go ahead and fold this in together. Now we're going to lay this out in the pan. Okay. And we're going to spread this out with the offset spatula. Okay, and now to put in the 350-degree oven for 25 to 30 minutes. Here we go. Center oven. Set the timer for 25 minutes. We'll check it. Need more time, we'll put an additional 5. Okay, timer's up. So I took the Lemony Brownies out of the oven. I'm going to put them on a cooling rack. Okay, so while we have the Mr. Lemony Brownies cooling off, we're going to go ahead and mix this lemon juice with the powdered sugar. Okay, and again, we're going to do a little bit at a time. Because as we know, it doesn't take much. Okay, just a little bit more. I guess it took the whole thing. That's 6 tablespoons. And look at that. That's what we want. Just like that. And we're going to pour this over the Mr. Lemony Brownies as soon as it completely cools off. Look at that moisture. That's going to be good. We shall be back. Okay, we are back. Our brownie, Mr. Lemony Brownies have cooled to perfection. And now we are going to pour our icing over the brownies. Let's go ahead and spread this out. Look at that. Yes. Uh-huh. Okay. Make sure I get all of this goodness that I have mixed up. Okay, my goodness. I'm going to refrigerate this. Then I will cut a piece and show you once the icing has hardened. I'll see you then. Okay, guys, so I've left this in the refrigerator for about an hour, and it looks like it's hardened, the icing. And so I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece. Oh, look at that. Yum, yum, yum. Look at that texture. Like to see that? Oh, yeah. So now let me taste. That is really good. You have to make yourself some. This is awesome. Yum. That is delicious. Yummy. Icing all the way around. I could do away with that plate, huh? I didn't even touch it. Finish eating this. Y'all, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, please. And go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Become a subscriber. Over to the right of that, there's a little bell. Go ahead and tap on that. Turn it on. That way you'll receive notifications every time I upload a new recipe. Don't miss out. Absolutely free. Let's have fun in the kitchen, learning together how to get creative. Oh, yeah. In the meantime, you all take care of yourselves and one another. God bless you all. Bye.